Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of expanded talk. We got a big regionals coming up this weekend on Saturday. Going to be expanded, going to be a lot of decks here, looking at Mew Box, Archie toys, stuff like that. But I am going to be giving out my deck list that I'm going to be playing probably at any expanded event I can get to. Not going to make it to the regionals, but I'm going to try to make it to some local league cups, league challenges, stuff like that. Prepping for Dallas 2020. But first off, if you're new to the channel, if this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, thanks for clicking on it. If you like this kind of content, I put out a video about once every week. Go click that subscribe button, hit that like button, and yeah, hit the notification so you can see me next time when I post another video. Usually put out one a week, so yeah. Anyway, let's get right into this. So first off, we're starting out with two Reshizard and Charizard Tag Team GXs. Now, everybody pretty much knows what this does right now. The goal is to get 4 energies on to be swinging for 230 damage on turn 1 or turn 2, depending on, what you're playing, how you're playing it. But 230 damage is nothing to laugh at. With Choice Band, you're hitting at 260. We have that kind of stuff in Expanded. And next up, we have Volcanion EX. So Volcanion EX is kind of an old Pokemon, but its ability says Steam Up. If I can read. Steam Up. Once during your turn, you may discard a fire energy card from your hand. If you do, your active Pokemon, your basic fire active Pokemon, do 30 more damage. So, Choice Band, Steam Up, you're doing 290. Another Steam Up, you're doing what? 310? Yeah, 310. So, nothing to scoff at. Knocks out everything in the meta at this point. Next up, we have two Dedenne GX. This is for the Day-Day Change ability, allows you to discard your hand and draw 6 cards. It's a way to get into your supporters without having to, play a supporter to draw for it. Next up, we have two Tapu Lele GX. This right here is Wonder Tag. That's pretty much what the card's known for. But its ability is Wonder Tag. When you play this card from your hand onto your bench, you may search your deck for a supporter card and put it into your hand. So, easy way to get out Welders or Kiawis or whatever you're going with. Next, we play a one line of Salazzle GX. This is a game ender. Diabolical Claws does 50 damage for each prize card you've taken. So if you've taken 5 prize cards, you're doing 250 damage. Not a lot can stand up with that. At a Choice Band, you're doing 280. So not bad there. Next up, we have a Victini Prism Star. 2 fire energies. It does 20 damage for each basic energy card. Actually, I don't think it's basic. It is basic. Each basic energy card in your discard pile. So if you have 3 energy in your discard pile, you're doing 60 damage. But if you have 12, you're doing a whole lot more damage. Next up, we have Oranguru. This is an old but good one. It is a, just a regular old Pokemon. Except for its ability, it says you may draw until you have 3 cards in your hand once during your turn. So once you use it, you can only use it once. But hey, drawing from 0 cards in hand after you've had to throw away your hand searching for that Tapu Lele plus Kiawe is amazing. Allows you to get all kinds of cards. Next up, we have the supporter line. It is 4 Welder. Everybody knows what this does by now. Attach 2 energy cards from your hand to one of your Pokemon and then draw 3 cards. Super broken card. Next up, we have 1 Professor Sycamore. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. Sometimes you need draw and you don't have to play Welder, although playing Welder is the main goal. So we're only playing 1 of those. Next up, we have 1 Kiawe, because there's nothing, absolutely nothing better than being able to slap down a Tapu Lele or draw into it naturally and Kiawe 4 energy straight from your deck onto your Reshiram and Charizard on your first turn going first. You can't attack anyway, so there's really no downside to it. Next up, we have 1 Guzma. This, honestly, will probably go up to 2 at some point because it's nothing worse than having your Guzma prized. Although, with Cosmic Eclipse coming out, Great Catcher will be a thing, so I may tech in some Great Catchers instead of Guzmas. Next up, we have the item line, and we're starting with 4 Ultra Ball, because this allows you to discard 2 cards from your hand, discard 2 cards from your hand, search your deck for any Pokemon in your deck. So, super nice to have that. Let you get out anything, mainly Tapu Leles and Dedenne, so that you can use the ability on that, on that turn to draw into Kiawes or Welders or whatever you're going for. Next up, we have 3 Ness Walls. This is how we're getting our basics out. It says search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench. Then shuffle your deck. So basically, get your Oranguru, your Victini, Reshiram and Charizard, Volcanions, whatever it is that you want. You can just search it out with Ness Ball. Next, we have 4 Max Elixir. This says look at the top 6 cards of your deck and attach a basic energy card you find there to one of your basic Pokemon on your bench. So, allows you to charge up your Pokemon without having to attach for turn. Because sometimes that's important. Say you need to retreat a Pokemon that's in the active. Pokemon only has 1 retreat cost. So what do? You play Max Elixir. If it hits, you're able to attach manually to the front and retreat, whereas normally you would have been 1 energy short. Next up, we have 3 Versus Seeker. Also contemplating raising this to 4. Not really sure yet. Haven't played in a big tournament yet, so we'll see. But 3 Versus Seeker allows you to get any supporter out of your discard pile that you want to. You just take it from just your discard pile, put it in your hand, and then play it right away. Next up, we have 2 Choice Band. Extra damage, 30 more damage if you're attacking a GX or EX Pokemon. 2 Floatstone. This gives your Pokemon free retreat, no matter how much the retreat cost it is. If it's 5, Floatstone gets rid of it. It's now 0. 2 Wishful Batons. Honestly, not really sure about this card in Expanded. Field Blower will be running around. Lysander's Labs will probably also be running around. But the biggest problem is the spread damage, I think. Spread damage and Field Blower, I guess. But this card is pretty good if it sticks. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is your active Pokemon and is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, move up to 3 basic energy cards from one of your Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. So basically, if a Reshiram Charizard gets knocked out, you get to move 3 of those energies onto the next Reshizard and then just attach for turn, and you're off and swinging once again. Next up, we have 1 Field Blower. This is to get rid of tools and stadiums, depending on what you got going. Next, we have 1 Switch, because sometimes just needing that manual switch to switch out is amazing. 1 Fire Crystal, because getting energies back from the discard and into your hand is one of the ways you can win the game. So you need 3 energies in your hand. What do? You play that, welder 2 of them onto your Pokemon, and then attach for turn, and you're off and swinging. Next up, we have Computer Search. Most broken card in expanded format. Discard 2 cards from your hand and search your deck for any card that you want. So basically, it's an Ultra Ball for anything. Next up is the Stadium line, and we have 2 Giant Hearths. Discard a card, search your deck for 2 Fire Energy cards, and put them into your hand. Viridian Forest on steroids, but only for fire. So maybe not on steroids, but almost on steroids. And we have 1 Heat Factory Prism Star. Discard a Fire Energy card from your hand. Get to draw 3 cards. Another busted card when you pair it with Oranguru. Then we have our energy line, and that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 energies. So if you're going first and you max Elixir, all max Elixirs at the very beginning of the game, you're most likely going to hit a energy card, because you're almost half of your deck, or a third of your deck, I guess I should say, is energy cards. So you're more than likely going to hit an energy card. Super consistent, gives you a lot of damage to attack with Victini. Plus, gives you a lot of, you're sure to have, it has a lot you can just throw away. You don't need to always keep them in your hand. You're not always really tight on energy cards because you're able to throw them away. Then get them back with Victini and with Fire Crystal. But anyway, guys, that's it for the deck. If you like this video, please give it a like. Please go and subscribe to my channel. That'd mean a lot to me. Hit that notification button. Go down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the deck. If there's something you would do that I wouldn't do, or something I'm doing that you wouldn't do, let me know. So maybe I can look at that and say, hey, you're right. That's a good point. Let me change my deck. But anyway, guys, that's it, and we'll see you next time.